Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Views and I watched Stand By Me. Yes, I said that I was gonna watch Brokeback Mountain, but you know, I didn't really feel like it. So I chose Stand By Me with the tagline, "For some, it's the last real taste of innocence and the first real taste of life." I haven't seen this movie, but I have seen the Family Guy version of Stand By Me. So I was kind of familiar with what was about to happen, what the main premise was, what the movie was going, what the movie worked up to, and that was also pretty early in the movie. They also said actually they already set their goal, for spoilers. Let's find a dead body. Kid found dead body. Hey guys, let's go to set that body and look at it. Let's find it. That's it. And it was kind of nice, on the one hand, to hear it, that early in the movie. Okay, this is the goal and all, and I also knew it before. So, that said, let's just start with the movie, shall we? We see a field and we see a car there. Nice field. It's a road and there's a car on the road, standing still. And next shot is more of a close-up of the car. The car is now fully in frame, and we see the driver sitting there behind the wheel. He's a bit staring off, towards, I don't know, he's maybe looking at the wheel of the driving wheel and steering wheel. Sorry, at the steering wheel. Just looking at it, then it looks maybe over, and we see we get to see the headline of a newspaper. Then he looks back at the steering wheel, back off into his thing, and two kids are then driving by on a bicycle. He then looks over and looks out of the front window, and we see the two boys riding on the bike. We see the back of them, and he's staring a bit at them. Well, he's going back to, he's staring back to his staring. And then we hear a narrator or a voiceover while the camera slowly zooms in on his face. But we're gonna leave it at that, because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. We had some surprising cast. We had the cast. The main cast were 4 boys: Gordy, Fern, Chris, and Teddy. But they all play 12-year-olds. Maybe they're also actually 12-year-olds. I don't know. The acting from the kids, really good acting. 1986. That these boys can act, and that's very clear, because, well, I don't know the 4th one really, but 3 of them are definitely big actors. The 4th one, I never heard of him, and I don't know, the guy who played Teddy, I I really haven't heard of him, so I don't think I've seen a movie from him, but it's a possibility that I've seen him in a movie and I just didn't know it was him. The guy that played Vern, what was it? Cornfield or something like that. Corey something Feld, whatever. Corey Feldman. That's it, Corey Feldman. Apparently he played in some Friday the 13th movies, which we're still doing on the channel, only on the Friday the 13th. But from his name I never heard, Corey Feldman, but well, maybe I have heard of his name somewhere. But now going to the other two, who are big time actors that I, well, the kids, so I didn't recognize them obviously. We had Will Wheaton as Gordy. I know Will Wheaton. He played in Star Trek, which I haven't seen yet. Well, I'm thinking of bringing it also to the channel, and obviously starting at the beginning and then working my way up. But who knows, And we had River Phoenix. I think he's dead, so if he's dead, rest in peace. As Chris. I didn't know that both of them were in this. Also, I know Will Wheaton from The Big Bang Theory. That's where the first time I've seen Will Wheaton, and I've heard of him. So that's why I know him from. But I know that he is famous due to Star Trek, I think. Well, not famous due to, but that's where most people probably know him from. I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, they had also a very weird handshake. Well, I don't know if the rest of them had it, but definitely Chris and Gordy had a weird handshake. They call it skin it. And when Chris said skin it, oh wait, yes, they also said to Teddy, so they probably all do it. But I thought, wait, what? Skin what? What? But it's just hand and then drag your hand across the other's hand, the other hand, Dude, what the fuck is that? Why are you stroking his hand? It was a good movie. It was an enjoyable movie. And I'm glad that I watched it. It was on my list for a while actually, since that I've seen it in Family Guy. I want to watch the movie, and also because I am a fan of Stephen King, and this is based on one of his stories called, I think, The Body, which I own Stephen King books. I just don't read them because I don't like to read. I'm not really a book reader. Yeah. Overall, the movie was just a good movie, so I'll give this movie a 4 out of 5. Like I said, the kids acting really, really good. Because we've seen some kid acting also on the channel, like 48 Christmas Wishes. That acting was shit. In my opinion, not shit. It was just not believable. The acting was not believable. And this acting was definitely believable. Oh, before we go, I skipped over this point. We had the scene where like also in Family Guy, train, and they had to, because they were on the tracks, they were following the tracks of the train to go to the dead body, and they had to cross over a train bridge. And like I said, there was a train coming, and Fern, first of all, Fern was not walking across the bridge. He was crawling across the bridge on his hands and knees. Really, dude? Okay, I get it. He's probably, scared of heights or whatever. Sure, I get it. But there's a bigger chance that you just walk in the middle of the track and not at the side. I digress. And then the train was coming, and Gordy was come on, Fern. And Fern, he was freaking out, and now Fern rather died than that he was walking or running across the bridge, because he was holding his back and he was laying on the fucking tracks. He was not even crawling for it. No, he was laying down on the tracks while the train was coming. It is that he has that he has good friends, because if you have really shitty friends, Gordy would have run and they would have left you behind and you would have been hit, But dude, first of all, don't cross a train bridge, but if you have to, don't crawl. And if a train is coming, which in today's time you probably will be hit before you hit the end, don't ball up and lay on the tracks. Don't. He legit just gave up trying, because if Gordy already was further than him, Gordy had to run back, get Fern, and then run back again. Jesus, Fern. Oh my god. Yeah. That was really one of the most retarded moves that you can do. Well, another stupid move was from Teddy earlier, where there was also a train coming, and it was just they could have gone off the tracks. There was nothing that was preventing them from going off. They just walk off and stand at the side. But Daddy had the stupid idea for, oh yeah, I'm gonna dodge this train. No, you're gonna get hit by the train. But Chris intervened, and grabbed him and got him off the tracks with some force. Luckily, because Teddy, you would have been hit before you probably, you probably would have ended up as Joe, from Family Guy, like he actually, which is pretty funny actually, because I think Joe played Teddy in their version from Stand By Me, and he got hit by the train, and then he got crippled by the train. So that would have probably happened if Teddy, if Chris didn't intervene with Teddy's, dodge the train skit, Yeah, that's probably that probably would have been an alternate reality then. But like I said, this movie gets a 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5. It was a good movie. Like I said, I enjoyed it. But go watch the movie yourself. It's a good movie. Good acting, even though they're children, it's good acting, it's believable, and yeah, it was just a good movie. Leave likes, recommend a good Stephen King related movie down below in the comment section, or a good Reverend Phoenix, Will Wheaton, just one of their movies, one of these four boys movies down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, comment in Discord, and I'll see you guys later for Solo, a Star Wars story, and for the first episode of the second season from Squid Game. Finally. Oh, I'm so fucking excited! That's it, I'm gonna leave that, and otherwise I'll see you guys tomorrow for Hell House LLC 3. And the second episode of Squid Game, because I'm so fucking excited to watch it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.